Hi, I'm Andrew Parsons, Library Coordinator and Publications Coordinator at the Queen Victoria Museum and Art Gallery. I'm excited to be here today to tell you all that Queen Victoria Museum and Art Gallery will be releasing its new publication this coming Friday, the 20th of September, and it's called Launceston Revealed. It's a history of Launceston right through from Aboriginal times through to the present day, and it's focused on cartographic material. But it's really much more than simply a map book. It delves into the history of this city and how it has expanded and evolved over its 200 odd years of existence. I was inspired to put this book together because the library here at QVMAG has an absolutely fascinating range of maps and plans. I'm really excited to know that readers will be seeing a lot of material for the first time that hasn't been seen in the public, and has basically been stored for preservation since they were taken in by QVMAG Library. The book has a number of themes that will be of interest to various readers. The first theme is an introductory historical commentary on why Launceston was founded and the absolutely fascinating story of Launceston's early beginnings. It makes absolutely fascinating reading and is the sort of stuff that could be used for a quite entertaining movie. The book then moves into examining Launceston's growth from the very earliest times when Launceston was encompassed by Aboriginal tribal lands through to the end of the 19th century. The book then takes a detour and examines a lot of subdivisional plans and property growth and dealings from the mid-1800s right through to 1945. The book then picks up from the 20th century, dealing with what was a really tough first half of the century for many Launcestonians, Tasmanians and Australians, taking us right through to 1990 as the city expanded outwards at an ever-increasing rate. The final chapter deals with what's presently happening by the riverfronts, predominantly on the North Esk and Tamar rivers, where we're having a lot of public sector investment, followed up by private sector investment that's pushing development in a number of areas. The most interesting thing I've found compiling this book was a lot of the maps told really interesting stories about various individuals throughout Launceston's history, and a lot of forgotten stories. For example, in the 1940s there were plans to fill in the North Esk River and put an airdrome basically where a glebe farm sits these days. And I only ever found one mention of those plans and that idea in a little book that I read about a year ago, and lo and behold, QVMAG has the proof that story actually was factual. The book is really strong on visual content with accompanying text to images. So if you're after a really attractive visual history of Launceston, almost what you could call a panoramic history of Launceston, this is probably the book for you. And I think a lot of residents will be really fascinated to find that their subdivision advertisements and real estate offerings from the 1910s, 20s, 30s pop up in this book. We couldn't put all of our subdivisional plans in, nor all of our maps, but there's enough there to keep a lot of readers really interested.